Welcome to the Bipolar Buddhist Podcast. Brace yourselves for a journey into the world of mindfulness and meditation. Meet your host, Tristan Allaire, a master of none with a proclivity for mood swings. Join us on a journey through spiritualism, Buddhism, and daily meditation, where enlightenment isn't just about finding peace, it's about embracing life's quirks.
Welcome to the Bipolar Buddhist, the podcast where we explore the intersection of bipolar disorder and Buddhist philosophy. I'm your host, Tristan, and in this sort of inaugural episode, we're going to embark on a journey through the highs and lows of exploring how these experiences have shaped my perspective as a bipolar Buddhist. To start, let me share a little bit about my own journey. Diagnosed with bipolar disorder at an adult age, I found solace and a lot of guidance in the Buddhist teaching later on. I was not raised a Buddhist, nor did I find Buddhism very young. The storm of emotions that comes with bipolar disorder, it's often felt like a tempest, almost impossible to navigate. Yet within the Dharma, I did discover a kind of compass. Buddhism really just teaches the impermanence of life, the idea that everything is in a constant state of change. This resonated really deeply with the unpredictable nature of bipolar disorder. The storms may be intense, but they do pass, and they pass in waves. And so really knowing that it would pass became my anchor in my most turbulent times. In Buddhism, there's a concept known as equanimity, a balanced mental state, even amidst life's, ups and downs. It's not about suppressing emotions, but learning to observe them without being overwhelmed or without identifying with that emotion as though it were you, as though it was your personality trait. This has been one of the most crucial aspects of my journey, is to identify emotions, experience them, see them, observe them, but not to identify with them as a personality trait or a label. Now let's talk about the intersection between mindfulness and mania. So if anybody is familiar with a manic state, it's very much similar to the best day you've ever had, but on drugs. So what I mean by that is, imagine being like a young child who's just been told that they're going to Disneyland. The excitement, the thrill, the imagination, the romanticization of what's going on. Imagine that as sort of like a filter that you could put over your eyes and experience life through. So manic is it sounds great until you can't sleep for 3 days, or you get to the point where you're so manic that you believe you have superpowers, or that you can do anything, or that you can read people's minds, or that just by looking at someone you have the ability to determine what emotion they might be feeling because you're so in tune to the universe around you. It's very destructive. It sounds like a great time, and sometimes it is, but all in all, it's probably more destructive than the depression side of bipolar. So during a manic episode, the mind races, thoughts spiral, and it's easy to really lose oneself in the whirlwind. But within the Buddhist practice of mindfulness, I have found these tools to ground myself and to help me realize that this is just temporary, and also to learn to recognize the experience that I'm having as manic, as mania, as something that's not real, so that if it feels too good to be true, that's probably because it isn't. Mindfulness and mania kind of involve observing thoughts and sensations without getting entangled in them. It's about finding the stillness within the chaos. From breath awareness to body scans, these practices have been transformative in my journey. And then, we can switch up topics a little bit and talk about, the lows. A lot of people ask me, what about the depression? That's the main thing that a lot of people worry about. So what about the lows? Depression and Dharma became intertwined in my exploration. Buddhism teaches the nature of suffering and the path to liberation from it. In my depressive states, these teachings became a source of comfort, a reminder that pain is part of human existence, and that to just accept it and experience it for what it is without letting it identify as me as a person. So in moments of darkness, the concept of dukkha in Buddhism often translates as suffering. It took on a profound meaning. Acknowledging the understanding of suffering without clinging to it became a beacon of light within the depths of despair. So this podcast aims to be a space for reflection, sharing experiences, and finding resonance in the intersection between bipolar disorder and Buddhism. In the episodes to come, we're going to delve deeper into various aspects of this journey, exploring the middle path, finding the balance between meditation and reaction. Just like the first episode that was a lot shorter than this one, I just want to thank you guys for joining me here on the first full-length episode of the Bipolar Buddhist. And remember that you're not alone in this journey. So until next time, may you find peace in the present moment.
Thank you for joining us on the Bipolar Buddhist journey. Until our next cosmic rendezvous, may your days be filled with serenity, wisdom, and a sprinkle of laughter. Stay mindful, have gratitude, and don't forget to smile.